Hi, guys, and welcome back to another Whip It Wednesday. We're here sharing our works in progress with you guys, and hopefully you can join us for a little knitting time.
Yeah.
Try to keep them short, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe less, maybe less rambling this time. I don't know.
Yeah, we can't ever guarantee that that's going to happen. So
I like your shawl.
thanks.
So pretty.
I'm wearing it because at the end of March, I won this beautiful shawl clutch. Well, actually, this isn't the one I won. I won a different one from the Rustic Stitch. I still have the tag so you guys can see. The Rustic Stitch. And then I said, well, I want to buy one to give away. And so I bought this one, and I think I'm going to keep these and give the one that I actually won away.
Mm.
So
cool. Oh, it's so pretty. Love it.
Me too.
It looks really pretty on there too.
I know, doesn't it? It's like all sparkly. So,
yeah,
yes, they're beautiful.
All her stuff that's popped up on Instagram lately is just like, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's gorgeous.
Pretty.
So I probably wouldn't normally wear my own shawl this way, but I wanted to show these off. So
yeah, I like it. I'm going for an artsy look today.
Nice.
I got the flowy arms.
Yes.
Flowers.
I was commenting to Amber that this would be perfect if the black were gray and the flowers were yellow. I'd wear that.
Yeah.
I think it looks beautiful on her, but I don't pull off black very well, so I don't wear it very often.
I don't wear a lot of pink. Like this is kind of like a mauve pink, which I say that, and I think last week I had pink on too, which is kind of funny because those are the only like pink.
Oh yeah, but that's more of that like burgundy pink.
Yeah.
So which is like
those are probably
in
like
your hair.
the only two pink things I have in my closet.
Yeah.
And yeah. So this.
Oh hey, look! I just realized your shawl's back here.
Yeah.
These were the first ones.
It's funny because I haven't put buttons on it yet.
Yeah, me either. That's why.
When I'm cold, sitting in my office in here, I lay it across my lap and use it as blankets. So at least I'm still using it. But
yeah, I don't have buttons on mine either. Which is partly why I was like, oh, I can show off my new shawl clutch thing, and
I like it. So pretty.
Me too.
So what are you working on this week?
I am working on my sock whip, which is in my beautiful spring bird bag from Stephanie. Stephanie's shop is called Stitch Marks the Spot. She hasn't had anything in her shop in a little while, but she actually custom made these bags for a club that I did a long time ago. And the inside is this beautiful navy blue. And Amber and I were talking, we wanted to spend a little time showing and talking about the bags that our projects are in, because bag makers are makers who deserve just as much glory and love as yarn dyers. And Amber is a bag maker, so I'm like, why don't we ever talk about them? But I'm working on my sock whip this week.
Oh, that's your
my Susanna Lee pattern. And so I actually cast on, this is the second pair I knit because I wanted to make a second pair after I released the pattern.
With the color?
With the color. So I have one for me, and then Emma really liked him, and so I wanted to make a pair for her. So I got the first sock done like right away, and then I just need to finish this one. And like I was saying last week, I'm literally, I think, one repeat away from the heel, and then I just have to do the little cuff, and the cuff is like, I think 5 rows or something. I don't know, something stupid. So
yeah, you're way further than I am with mine. Like so I started mine same time for same cow. I think I ripped it out and started it over like 5 times because I couldn't figure. I was having issues with that, doing the toe that day. And then I think I messed up at one point, and then I put it down, and then Bella worked on it for a little bit for me, and then she put it down.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I have like maybe this much.
That's funny.
Done. It's still sitting there.
Yeah, this one's almost done because I released.
I love the pattern though.
I released the pattern in August of 2006, and I cast this on in October.
Yeah.
So
it's so pretty.
Thank you.
I love the pattern.
It's knit out of the colorway that I dyed for the pattern, which is the Loyal Companion.
Yeah.
So, so should take me maybe a day and a half if I don't work on anything other than that. So
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yes, and the pattern is called Susanna Lee, which means under her wing, which is a reference to Hedwig. So
I love Hedwig.
Me too. And I think fitting that it's in a bird bag, right?
Yeah.
That's mine.
Mine that I'm going to work on this Wednesday is in my lovely little fox bag that I had out this last fall.
I love that pattern. That print is fun.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favorites. That's why I kept it for one for myself, because I was like, I really like this. And then it's got these really pretty maple leaves on the inside. Yeah, so. And in this is my, ooh, get yourself situated here. Okay. Is my quill hat.
Yes.
And this is where I'm at. So not very far.
I like how pretty it will look with the outfit you have on, though.
True. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Purple's my color.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have a hat that will be purple. Bring out the green in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Savannah will probably steal it because purple's her color too.
Yeah.
But I think I'm like 1 or 2 rows past the brim is where I left off. So
nice.
I'll have to go back and look and figure out exactly where I'm at in the pattern.
I figured with this pattern, the way I remembered is that each one of the rows starts with a different, like, so if you look at from where your stitch marker is, you can
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because each beginning stitch is different.
Yep. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which is why I always made sure to do the first 2 stitches of each row first, because then I was like, okay, I can remember where I'm at just based on that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what I did that with. Oh, my own pattern.
Mm.
And then the yarn stir. I always try to leave on a yarn over row. So if I had done a whole entire knit row, I would, or if I finished the yarn over row, I would do the knit row, and then, so that way I'd always be right back where I was.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have to go back and look and be like, was that a yarn over? Was that?
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah.
Good little trick.
Yeah, helps remember. I haven't used an app in like forever. I started out when I first started knitting. I had an app on my phone, and it just kept track of all my projects.
Oh yeah.
And which row I was on.
Yeah.
And I haven't used that in like forever.
Yeah.
But I think it helps now that I can actually tell what the stitches are. So I look at them and I'm like, oh, okay, that was that. Okay, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Whereas before I didn't have any idea what I was looking at. So I was like, I need to write this down. I won't know how to get back here.
What's your colorway called?
Good question. And that's not it.
That's the pattern.
That would be the pattern. That's not it either. Jeez, how many things do I have in a bag? God, see what happens? I don't pick up a bag forever, and I apparently have all kinds of stuff in here. Maurice's gift card, probably no good.
You should check though, just to make sure.
I probably should. Knowing me though, I've already used it because it's like my favorite storage shop app.
Yeah.
So this is the Ecola worsted by the Dye Project.
Yep.
So we got this at Starlight Knitting. It's the same one as Lydia's green one that she got. And it is Nightshade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like that.
I love their little tag. You can't
I know that with the octopus.
With the little octopus on it.
Yeah.
I think that's clever.
Me too. And weren't we saying that it had... Yeah, see, silk. That's what I thought. So it's 85% merino, 15% silk.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why it's so
No,
soft.
I'm in love with yarn that has silk in it.
Me too.
I'm just like, I want all my yarn to have silk in it because it's so soft.
Yeah, my Siberian sock yarn that I'm using for the second half of my I Smell Snow shawl has silk in it. I can't wait to get to that one.
I just want to pet it, and like the whole time I'm working with it. So the green hat that I showed you guys, the yarn stir one, that one had silk in it, and the whole time I was working with it, I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff's amazing. And then when it's all done, I just want to I just want to pet it.
Just lay on it.
We'll just put it on my pillow.
Yeah. Which I think is probably one of the biggest reasons that we bought this yarn, because we were both like, oh my gosh, it's so soft.
Yes. So. If you watched our 2 girls and a 1 car and lots of yarn podcast that we did that we haven't done anymore with, but we're going to pick back up this year. We were like holding it up to our head, touching it.
Yeah, we were. We really liked it.
It was so lovely.
Yes.
I love soft yarn. It's
Me too.
Like my favorite.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, I really like yarn when it feels woolly. I've heard people say that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I can definitely tell there are some designers, like Shannon Cook and Jane Richmond, they definitely use really woolly yarn a lot of times for their patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely see benefits to it because it is sturdier. So if you have something that is detailed, I think you can see the detailing really well. But if you have a pattern that's just kind of a staple wardrobe type thing that doesn't have a lot of patterning to it, it does help kind of it kind of helps the garment hold its shape almost. And so I see the benefit for it. I can't say that I'm necessarily drawn to it as much.
Yeah. I'm a very I like to touch things.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're very tactile.
Yes. So like when I'm in the store, I'm always like feeling the clothes. My girls do it now too because they've watched me do it for years. They're like, Mom, how does this feel? Do you like this one?
See, you know, it's something funny that I do with yarn, and I don't know why. I do it with yarn that's at my house. I do it with yarn that's other people and in stores. I always smell it. I don't know why, but I think maybe as a dyer, I'm very cautious of the way my yarn smells because I don't want people to get it and have it be like, oh, that smells really funny. But I smell yarn, so I'm always like,
how do you always smell it?
I do. She wants to pet it, and I just want to
pet it, put it up against my face. I'm like, oh man,
yeah, I want to smell it. So, but,
hey, you know, we got most of the senses covered there. Yeah. I'm a very visual learner too, so if you ever try to teach me something, it's just easier if you're show me than like talk at me and be like, this is blah blah blah.
I'm a visual learner
and
too.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I have to go sit down and think about this now.
It was funny. So Joel does, the company that my husband works for, they have to every once in a while do those life language things because they have to know what kind of how they function best. And so they take the life languages things every so couple years. And his visual learning scores were like off the charts. Like he's a very visual learner. And I'm like, yeah, me too. But I'm usually pretty good. Like if you show it to me once and then I do it once, then I'm pretty good.
Then I can remember it for ever. I rarely forget. But if you just talk to me about it, usually I can get it, but I have to go back and think about it.
Yeah.
So like at work, you know, when people are explaining stuff to me, I'm like, okay, they explained it. Now I need to go back to my desk
and do it and
actually think about what they were telling me. And a lot of times I'll like Google it and be like, okay, what does this talk? Oh, okay. And then if I have questions, I'll go back and ask questions.
Yeah.
But so I've learned to not just jump in with questions because a lot of times they've already told me. It's just how I process the information is.
Which is why I think, honestly, like YouTube tutorials for certain things are genius. Because, like, the very first time I ever knit my cuff down socks, I had never done a heel like that before. And so I watched the Knitting Blooms tutorial on the cuff down socks. And I was just like, okay, I can do this. And so I basically just knitted along with her. And now I'm set. And I love that kind of heel. But, yeah, I'm a very visual person. So
knitting
tutorials
because you can, like, rewind and watch
Mhm.
again and rewind and watch again. And you're like, oh, that's how they're taking
Mhm.
it. That's how they're pulling it through. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
You know, that
Yep.
really helps me because to read I'll read the directions and be like, okay, this is how I want you to do the stitch. And I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Mhm.
Like, what? I don't even know what they're asking for. What?
Yeah.
But the minute I watch it, then I'm like, oh, okay.
See, I've
That
actually
makes
thought
sense.
about that because I have a couple of patterns where I have stitches that are a little more difficult to do. I've thought about filming a tutorial
should.
of my pattern
Yeah.
stitches because there are a couple that people are like, I don't
Yeah, like
understand.
that twisted stitch that's in your.
The twisted pearl stitch.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
And then I have one on my sorry, I couldn't figure out what you were doing.
Oh, he was just mad at me because I'm going like this.
Oh.
No, I was laughing at Bella.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. He's not even.
He's not even listening
no.
to us.
And then on my bookworm socks, I have the same thing because I have a double yarn over that you then go back and drop a yarn over. And so I've had numerous people who buy the pattern email me and they're like, I'm so confused by what you mean. So I've thought about maybe doing that at some point.
We should do that. We should add that to our channel too.
Yeah. Tutorials. There you go.
I mean, I don't know how many tutorials I'm going to teach, but I'm still
She can teach sewing ones though.
Yeah.
She's going to teach me. So
Yes. I'm still learning as far as that goes too, which, yeah, I was like, I'm going to make aprons. And then I was like, oh, yeah, maybe not.
It'll be all right. It'll be good. So, but it was kind of a short week. We didn't really have a whole lot, did we?
Yeah, but they're supposed to be short and sweet.
That's true. Yeah. So
less random.
Yeah, right. Less random.
Unless you guys like the random.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. We can keep doing the random. We have no problem there.
That we are good on. So, but
okay. Well, thanks for joining us again this Wednesday, and we hope you had fun knitting along with us.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.